Hey everybody, I am coming making this video message and I want to let you all know that it is a beautiful thing when you sow good things in life. When you sow things in the lives of other people, or when you do things that are admirable, honorable, beautiful, lovely, helpful, and inspirational, those are good things. However, be careful with doing things and your heart posture is not in the right way. And let me just break this down and explain it to you this way. When you get an idea, or when there is an unction in your spirit, or you believe there is a pure unction in your spirit to go and serve somebody, to go and help somebody, to go and offer resources or certain things you have because they're in a tight spot in their life, be sure that you have good intentions behind what you do. There are a lot of people walking around out here, and at some point we may have been guilty of it, where we put out a lot of good and we sold a lot of good, great, awesome things, but the intentions behind what we did were not pure. Our heart was not always in the right place. Sometimes you can want to do good things and help people, but you do it to be seen. You do it because you want pats on the back. You do it because you want to try, due to probably an insecurity issue, or because you cannot handle things that people have said about you. You do things because you want to have people look at you as a good man or a good woman or just a good person overall. And so when you have this attitude, it discounts everything that you put out. When you go to serve somebody, Jesus was a servant. And so when you serve somebody, you should want to serve them because they may be in a weaker spot than you are. Say the person is sick. Say the person is disabled. Say the person has gotten hit so hard in life, they are having a hard time getting back up. And so things around them start to occur. Maybe they are so weak and heavily depressed to where their house is a mess. Their house is dirty. And so you found out about it, or you seen it with your own eyes. And you say, you know what? I'm going to go to this person's house and I'm going to wash the dishes for them. I'm going to do some laundry for them. I'm going to clean their bathroom. I'm going to help them with their kids and help them with the homework. Maybe they don't really have the strength to get up and stand up in the kitchen and cook. I'm going to go to their house and I'm going to cook for them. Serving is a very admirable thing. And so when we serve, we should not serve with the expectations of, I'm going to put this out and do this because I'm expecting this person later down the line to have my back. Your intentions behind it has to be pure. If you want to go and help somebody, if you want to go and defend somebody in their honor, don't just do it because you want to later manipulate them and get something out of them. And if they tell you no, you bring up, remember when I took up for you when you were about to get beat up in class? Remember when I took up for you when you were about to get jumped by your ex boyfriend's baby mother? Remember when I helped you and I defended your honor when everybody was against you? You know, things like that. Your heart has to be in the right place, because when you really put out good and when you don't have the mind or the heart to expect something back, you are doing it and you are not trying to go down the list of, well, I'm going to do this if they do that. You don't even sometimes have an attitude as, I'm doing this service because it's give and take. Some people, when they do things, they do it because they want to line up things so in the future they can come back to you and throw it in your face about everything that they did for you. I talked a little bit about this last week or maybe earlier this week about how some people, they want you to be their project. And so they will act like they care about helping you and helping you to become a better person, but they really only do it because they want people to look at them as your hero. A lot of people do that. A lot of people will project themselves into your life situation. And if you are in a dry season, as I always talk about, or you are in a place where you are having a hard time, that person who is helping you in some way, whether you live with them, whether they're giving you money, whether they are encouraging you or being patient with you because there's a certain level of trauma in your life, they will try to take credit for that. They will go around telling people, you know what, I'm being patient with this person. This person has had a lot of trauma in their life, so I'm exercising patience with them. I'm showing them what it feels like to really be loved. I have taken them in my bosom and I'm helping them. I'm helping this person to get on a health kick because I want them to be in a better place. Everybody intentions behind doing some of this is not good. Sometimes these people don't even know who they are. They don't even have anything going on in their life, but they want to step in your lane. They want to step in your spotlight and begin to do things for you so they can be seen, so people can say, oh my God, you really helped this person. I noticed that person didn't really talk. I noticed that person walked differently. I noticed that that person thought differently before you walked into his or her life. People know what they're out here doing. However, all I'm saying today in this message is when you do something, make sure you're doing it purely from your heart. Make sure you really want to do it because you hate to see people down. You hate to see people in a dark place. You hate to see people struggling. You hate to see people battling something very dark and demonic. And so you want to step in and pray for them. You want to step in and assist them because you know what it likes to struggle. You know what it feels like to be in a dark place. You know what it's like to be depressed. You know what it's like to go without, whether it's a roof over your head, whether it's shoes on your feet, whether it's clothes on your back, whether it's decent food in your belly, whether it's somebody having your back and being a strong support system for whatever it is you are trying to do. Make sure your heart is pure. Make sure your intentions are pure, because eventually, just hear me out. Eventually, if your heart and intentions are not pure with what you sow out here and what you do, it's going to get exposed later. There's only so far you will be able to go with acting fake and phony. You know, real situations and issues, it always shows you and exposes who people are. And if you look around, you may have some people in your life that love to throw in your face what they've done for you. You have people in your life probably who love to take the credit for you still standing and being in a position that you are in. People like that, those types of calibers of people, they do things with the wrong intentions. A real good-hearted person, somebody that does things without intentions, bad intentions behind it, you never hear about later down the line what they did for you. They help you but don't talk about it. They help you but don't videotape it. They help you and don't record it. They help you and you can get into an argument with them, but they never put you on blast. They never put you on blast. If you were not always the woman you are today, if you were not always the man that you are today, right now, at this moment and this second, and other people came in and they helped you out, they will never let anybody know when you were at your worst, when you were at a low point and you were basically down to nothing. You never hear about it again. That's why the people in your circle, if there is a time where you start to talk about where you came from or what you went through, people may be shocked when they hear your testimony and your story. It may sound unbelievable to them. And then if you ask them, well, why does that sound unbelievable to you? You may ask them, well, didn't you know I dealt with that? Didn't you know I experienced that? Didn't you know that I had to get help with that? They may say, no, I never heard that. And when they've never heard it and only you know you told, or a certain small select amount of people were in that season of your life that saw it, that would always tell you, you know what, these are solid people. These are solid friends that don't go around exposing me in my worst, ugly, disgusting state. They have my back. These people really love me. These people really honor me. These people really respect me. Just do things with good intentions, because no matter how much money you sow into the lives of people, no matter how much you do to be inspirational, no matter how many things you do that are honorable and admirable, no matter how many people you serve and help, it will be null and void and completely pointless if the wrong intentions are behind it. It will be null and void. You don't always have to make an announcement as to what you're doing for other people. The reward for you is the fact that, number one, God saw what you sowed into the life or the lives of other people. That's number one. That's number one. Number two, the reward that you get is seeing a smile on somebody's face and them drying tears from their face because they didn't see a way out of their situation. They didn't have anybody to have their back. They did not have anybody that would respect them. And so you stepped in, and God put you in a position where you had the resources, you had the funds, you had the strong prayer life, you had the discernment, so you were able to speak in somebody's life, and you speaking into their life, and you praying for them, and you assisting them, and just your presence alone, that was enough to fulfill that person. That was enough for that person to get up and be positive and snap out of whatever they were in that was keeping them bound. That's the video message, guys. Check your heart. Check your intentions behind every single thing that you're doing. And if you have been doing some things thus far that has not been with the good intentions, it is still not too late for you to change it. It is still not too late for you to turn it around and start doing something different. As long as you're still living and breathing, you still have the opportunity to always change things around for the better in your life. Well, guys, it's time for me to go because I have some other things to do. The Lord willing, I will be back with another video message. If any one of you have taken offense to anything I spoke about in this video message, it's okay. It's all right. I'm not worried about it. I am not concerned because I know you will forgive me in the morning.